What's going on, smart people? Today, my QFT homework assignment was due. That is one down, one to go for the week. You may have noticed that it took me a while to upload last night. At least at my time, it was around midnight before I uploaded my video. And the reason is because this homework just took me so freaking long to actually finish. And to be honest, I didn't even finish it last night. I actually had to carry it into this morning as well. All in all, this homework assignment took me about 12 hours to finish, which isn't that bad considering probably half that time, around 6 hours, was spent just reading notes and learning what the hell this stuff is, because I didn't know how to actually solve the problems yet. So this homework was 3 questions. I showed you one of them yesterday. If I were to rank them, I would say that the first one was the most difficult. The second one, which is the one I showed in yesterday's video, was probably, actually without a doubt, the easiest. And the third one was just the most tedious algebra I could think of. So the first one, we were given some propagator of the harmonic oscillator. The propagator, as I mentioned at the very end of the video, is the Green's function to the time-dependent Schrodinger equation. Since it's the Green's function, it contains all of the information that the wave function has to offer, and as well as the information about the energies. And we were told for the first problem to extract the wave functions and the energies from that propagator. And it was just technically difficult. I had a really hard time doing it because we had these crazy exponentials and you had to make these arguments as to why they had to be a product of Hermite polynomials, a product of a sum over these Hermite polynomials, which was challenging to do. So that one took me the longest because I thought it was just the hardest. The second one, which I showed yesterday, was pretty straightforward because we were allowed to solve it in a normal way. We were allowed to solve for the propagator in a conventional way by solving the Schrodinger equation only in momentum space. It was really straightforward, and then we had to do it by actually evaluating the path integral. Now this problem was definitely the easiest, but I also think it was the most instructive out of the bunch because you really got to see the power of the path integral. That is one powerful boy. The problem just walked you through certain arguments that you had to make. It would say that this is true and you have to prove it, and then it would lead to all of these cancellations and simplifications later on that made the path integral just really easy to solve. So that was really cool to actually see. And then for the final one, again, we were given the propagator for the harmonic oscillator for problem 1, and then for this final problem we were told to show that it satisfies the Schrodinger equation. So it was really just evaluating, plugging it in for the Schrodinger equation and showing left-hand side equals right-hand side. Only problem is that propagator looked like this, so when you were taking spatial derivatives and time derivatives, there was just a whole bunch of chain rule and trig identities that you had to pull out to make it actually work. So it was a little bit challenging, but the only challenging part was making sure I didn't miss a negative sign, which you know I sure did, and I had to go back and find it. Now that that is all said and done, I can finally finish up my statistical mechanics homework that is also due tomorrow. I finished the first problem. There's a few more to go. I really don't know too much to expect. I haven't really tried the other problems, and normally I wouldn't be waiting so long to finish this stuff up. I just didn't anticipate the QFT homework to be so hard. I know, that kind of sounds stupid. Of course, homework in QFT would be hard, but I just didn't think it would take that long since it was the first homework assignment. So I'm going to get going on the StatMech homework. It's on basic statistical mechanics, remembering what things like microcanonical partition functions are, probability distributions, and binomial distributions, and a little bit of a review of combinatorics and statistics as a whole. So I don't think it'll be too bad. My book for the course finally came in, and I'll be doing my bookshelf review maybe this weekend. I haven't really decided yet, and Kelly's going to partake in it so that she can show her scientist books, which will be pretty cool. Let me know in the comments section, would you rather see all of my fancy physics books that I have acquired over these past few years, or all of Kelly's astronomy books? Let me know. You're going to see both, but I want to know what you guys, just trying to get to know you better. So let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you guys there.